Michael Bisping believes Conor McGregor would face a much tougher opponent in Tony Ferguson for his UFC return, rather than a third bout with Nate Diaz. Following on from his boxing bout with Floyd Mayweather in August, it had been anticipated that McGregor would make his octagon return against Diaz with the lightweight belt on the line. But UFC President Dana White sensationally steered attention away from a trilogy clash by claiming that Ferguson vs. McGregor is the fight that has to happen after the American submitted Kevin Lee at UFC 216 to win the interim lightweight title. Bisping though claims that despite Ferguson being a tougher fight for McGregor, the American's weakness of exposing his chin would be seriously exposed by the lightweight champion. For sure Ferguson is a tougher fight than Diaz. The problem is for Tony Ferguson is that he does get hit, Bisping said on his podcast. We saw that against Kevin Lee. He had his chin up in the air a few times and Kevin Lee exposed that. Conor, love him or hate him, the guy can fight, and he can strike, and he can box. We saw that against Mayweather, and if Kevin Lee connected with Ferguson, sure as hell Conor will connect as well. The problem that Conor has is the same problem that Kevin has, his gas tank isn't the best. But Tony can weather the storm. Can he weather the storm in the way that Nate Diaz did? Can he take those shots? I guess we've got to see the fight to find out. Bisping also added that a unification bout between McGregor and Ferguson also leaves Diaz out in the cold, with his financial demands for a third bout against McGregor having seemingly priced out White. Here's the thing, Diaz is saying he wants $20 million, £15 million to fight Conor for the third time, which sounds insane, Bisping added. But $20 million? I think what he's doing there is pricing himself out of the market, simple as that. That's why Dana is pushing the Ferguson fight. Dana, by going out there at the press conference and saying publicly that Ferguson has to fight Conor, that takes the momentum away from Diaz, so that's gonna soften his stance on the $20 million.